Hello. Right. I've got my beautiful assistant here with me because he does angry better than me. And actually, something has got us extremely racked up. I don't do angry well. I tend to stay very even-tempered because if I get too angry, I cry. Don't I? And it's dramatic. But it nearly happened on the phone to Slingshot today. The saga began, and we thought we'd do this video as just a bit of a warning, a heads up as to what companies can be like.
I don't do angry well, but I do it better than her. Do I look angry enough?
You often look angry.
I do.
Or stressed or grumpy.
That's
your resting face.
I know,
yeah.
I don't want it. Anyway, for the history of what happened, and this could happen to anyone, I mean, I shudder to think that these people are using these sales tactics within New Zealand on elderly people who might not be able to defend themselves or might not have the mouse to use a computer or know who to ring up. What's the word I'm looking for, love?
People who are easily led.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've got other stories that we can share where, because we do not sign anything on the spot, and we especially do not sign anything under duress, which is probably a pretty good thing to live by. Yeah,
it's served us very well on a number of occasions. Not only getting a better deal, but being able to take a step back and saying, hey, hang on, listen, we never sign anything on the spot, agree to anything on the phone. That's our policy.
And you'd be surprised how much of a good deal you can actually get when you say, I am not signing now.
Yeah.
Give us 24, and if they say, oh, the deal's over in 24 hours, then it's quite simple. Then there's no deal, is there? So if you give us it in 24 hours, if we agree upon these terms, or we don't do the deal at all.
Yeah.
So, and you'd be surprised what sort of deals you can get the day after. Anyway, to Sarah.
So I got a phone call from Slingshot because recently, as some of you know, I had a bit of a rant about Vodafone. They were the last people to get me this racked up. But so I got a phone call from Slingshot. We've changed our phone and our internet over to them. Other than the internet flicking out in and out a bit, which has been annoying, I've been willing to live with it because it means I don't have to deal with Vodafone. So I get a phone call from Slingshot. Did you know we also do power? Well, no, I didn't. So, the guy gave me the sales pitch and all that and asked me who I was with. I said I was with Power Shop, and he asked me what rates I was on, and I said, well, I'll have to look that up and everything. And so he went through what deals they could do, went on about, we'll give you this much discount per month on both your phone and your broadband and your power. And I mean, it was a pretty good offer he was putting together. But as per our policy, I wouldn't agree to anything on the phone. And so I said, well, can you email me these details? I'd actually written all the details down, but he said he would email me with the details. And I said, cool, and I'll just look it over, I'll get my calculator out, I'll figure out which is the better deal, and I'll get back to you. Yep, all good. So I got to figuring out, and I actually worked out that we were still going to be better off just having our phone and internet with Slingshot and our power with Power Shop. So I went to look at the email he'd sent, and the email he sent, I've got it here, said, thanks for choosing Slingshot Power. We'll get stuck into switching the power at your address over to us. While we do, have a look at the details below and let us know if anything's incorrect so you can put it right. And so on and so forth. Now, I sent them an email back straight away. The first one was before I'd got my calculator out actually, and I said, hey, thanks for the quote, although please don't proceed with switching us over just yet. I need to sit down and do some maths before committing to this. Great offer, but I need to make sure, it's going to add up. I'll be in touch once I've played with my calculator.
Regards.
So, regards, Sarah.
See, still friendly, still happy. Still
I'm sending
nice.
Regards. So not long after I did have a tutu, and so I sent them another one saying, hi there, thanks for the offer. I figured out we're still better off long term sticking with you for phone and internet and with Power Shop for our power. I explained a little bit as to why, because they were going to put us on low user charges because we were paying less than $200 a month. But I figured out that with Slingshot's rates, we'd probably be paying over $200 a month, which I'm guessing would not make us low users. So, you know, that was a bit misleading as well. But, and just put, thanks again, Sarah. All happy.
See?
Happy.
Happy.
Now, then the fun starts. I got an email from PowerShop entitled, "A final meter reading for your switch. We've heard you'd like to switch your electricity to another retailer. If this is news to you, or if you're having second thoughts, let us know. You don't need to do anything, we're just waiting for a final meter read," and so on and so forth. So of course I responded to them straight away, saying, hey, no, we don't wish to switch electricity providers. Slingshot were giving us a quote and obviously jumped the gun by contacting you. We didn't accept the quote, so please do not cancel our account. Then I get a phone call yesterday from someone from Slingshot, a very nice man actually called Logan.
He spoke English.
He spoke good English, which I hate to say is a rarity with these telecommunication type providers these days. But
because part of the reason we left Vodafone is because they kept changing us and they kept ringing us up and we couldn't understand what they said. Seriously, I spent 15 minutes on the phone with someone and I hung up because I said, get someone who can speak English to me.
Anyway, on with the story time. So, got this phone call from Logan. Nice man, we had a nice little chat. His mum came from somewhere around Oxford, but that's beside the point. And he said, you know, sorry to hear that. And he said, I'll give you another deal. So they offered a further $15 off per month. And he said, if you look at it, you might find we're about the same over summer months, and over winter months you might find we're actually slightly cheaper. So I said, well, okay. You know, what I'd figured out was more than just a $15 a month difference. But he was a nice guy. He came across very well, and I said, look, I'll go away. I'll make sure I've got my workings out right, because they were obviously pretty determined. So I said, you know, I won't agree to anything here, but, you know, if you could, because the thing is with me as well is I'm a visual person. I need to see something. If someone's giving me an offer, I can't agree to it unless it's written down in front of me. So I said, if you could just flick me an email and I'll write all this down. He actually just sent me an email literally with his address, not so much with the offer, but that was fine. So he sent me an email with his name on it. And so I was going to do all the tippy-tappy on my calculator. Didn't get around to it yesterday. This morning I had to take Aston to a birthday party. While I was there, I got this text message from Slingshot, basically saying, Slingshot Power, you're now all set up and ready to go. Your power was connected yesterday. And what was my exact response to that one? Hi there, you're all set up on Slingshot Power. We'll email you with the details. Thanks, Slingshot. And I actually responded saying, better not be, I've agreed to nothing. It's actually more polite than what I remember saying. But so I got home, checked my email, and there's this lovely email from Slingshot. You're now all set up on Slingshot Power. Nice. The email actually says nice, so this is nice. You know, just a few things you know. It went live on the 24th of January, which was yesterday. You'll get your first bill on the 18th of February. Yeah, nah, I'm not getting a bill on the 18th of February, by the way. I got on the phone. This had me shaky angry. I started going shaky angry. So I got on the phone to Slingshot. Now, to their credit, I didn't have to hold for long, unlike the likes of Vodafone or Spark, where I've had to sit on the phone for 20 minutes and given up. So I got hold of them pretty quickly. Person on the phone was a bit difficult to understand, but okay, I could still understand what he was saying. And I explained the situation. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. Hang on, just hold and I'll sort this out. And then he got back on the phone and said, oh, so you wish to cancel your power? I said, well, yeah, I never agreed to that in the first place. Yes, I want it cancelled. Oh, okay, so I sat on hold for a few more minutes.
About 10 minutes.
Through a couple of songs.
It drove me nuts that they kept us waiting for that long when you're that angry. It does.
Yeah,
it does not help.
To be honest, I was on hold for a length of time where I thought he must be going to management and sorting out some kind of recompense.
And I was thinking the guy's gone to the toilet.
And Clint thought he'd gone to the toilet, which I think Clint was correct in this instance. So he got back on the phone and he said, oh, yep, that's all been dealt with, so it's been cancelled. So, is that all good? Is there anything else I can help you with? And I sort of felt very...
Is that it?
Yeah, is that... And so I said, well, to be honest, I am really, really angry now, to the point where I feel like I need to ring around and look for other phone and internet providers. It feels like you've broken the law here by contacting my power company without my say-so. Just sort of mentioning my name. Obviously, I didn't even give them my account number or anything, and saying, can you cancelling this account. It felt as though we should be ringing the police or something. Clint's still on about ringing the police. But it felt like an absolute violation. I don't mind if they say, because they did say over the phone early on, we can deal with cancelling your current provider and all that. That would have been fine had I agreed to it, but I didn't. So, yeah, and so I've actually just tried to get in touch with PowerShop, but they don't answer on the weekends apparently. But that's fine. They're pretty good at PowerShop actually. I can recommend them as a power supplier. They are by far the cheapest we've come across. But yeah, so I've just flipped them another message from their website, just confirming, hey, just to confirm, Slingshot have no power. They can't say nothing. Do not cancel our power. This guy over the phone, he really didn't care, was the impression I got. It was just like, I think at the end he even wished me a nice day, and I just hung up on him because he clearly wasn't going to help anything. I just felt as though we needed some, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel, because I could just see people being bullied and pressure tactics like this being used on folks all over the world, and there's just very little recourse. Thinking about it, PowerShop, if any of your executives are listening, maybe you could actually take Slingshot to court over this, because I was just thinking about it, and really, without our permission, they have stolen a paying account from you and taken it into their books to get money from us without permission, which is a way of looking at theft as far as I'm concerned. Because really, we can't sue them for a great deal of money, but I don't want this to happen to someone who finds it hard to say no.
I have also sent an email back to this Logan chap, because I don't know his direct line. I suspect he just works Monday to Friday, so I'll have to wait for him to get back to me. Hi Logan. So I said hi. That was nice.
Considering how wild she was.
After saying a couple of times via email that we did not want to be transferred before our conversation yesterday, I was happy to review your offer again. However, today I received a text message saying I was all set up on Slingshot Power. I opened my email to find details of when we'd receive our first bill. 2 exclamation marks. I was really furious and being quite even-tempered, which I am. It takes a lot to get me furious. But knowing the Slingshot has been in touch with PowerShop, told them without our permission that we wished to cancel our account with them, it's feeling like illegal activity. No one was authorised to do this. I just rang someone from Slingshot and explained the situation as calmly as I could, and they confirmed we wished to be disconnected from Slingshot Power. Yes, we did. He apologised and said it was all sorted. Being angry as I was, and still am, I also explained that we'd be shopping around, as we don't have the desire to stay with a company that in my mind broke the law by contacting a company they did not have rights to contact on our behalf and go cancelling our accounts. I'm not certain the person on the phone was too concerned, and in fact wished me a nice day. Just so you know, I didn't wish him a nice day. I do not respond well to pushy sales tactics, and even less to things happening without my authorisation, hence why I'll now be shopping around for another phone and internet provider. Sarah. I didn't put regards.
That's how you know someone who is internet and email savvy is pissed off, yet still being courteous.
I'm not sending regards.
Yes.
That's like me saying, yeah, what Clint says on a daily basis, and I tell the kids not to say.
Yes. Really, I think the best chance we have of knocking this type of behaviour on the head is if enough people get together and flick emails around so the powers that be notice something. And to be fair, the higher management may not actually be aware of what the middle management is actually implementing to try and fluff up their numbers. Because I imagine there's a lot of pressure, sales, starting up a new line business, but this is just absolutely unacceptable. They basically took the bare minimum of our details and changed our accounts for our power company without our consent, even though we'd told them no. And the fact that we told them a couple of times verbally and in writing, do not, and they still changed our companies anyway, it's sort of like theft. We didn't say that they could have our account. So by them taking our account without permission, in my mind, is theft. And that really irks me. Good luck.
Bye.
Tappy
Good
tappy.
luck.
Way
You
go.
have a nice day, not Slingshot.
Yes, you.